Now, this isn't the worst game, but the pacing could have been worked on. My gold could have been worked on. There could have been a few more shops, or at least one in more convenient place. Kind of reminds you of Ys though. But the thing with Ys is you could get a lot more healing items a lot easier in dungeons. They're kind of rare in this game. Event is common in my videos. I apologize for nothing. It's a good thing I apologize for nothing, because otherwise I'd be apologizing too much. And apparently they forgot to stock this floor with any sort of monsters or enemies. Before we go this way, we need to go through another corridor and further up north. There's something extremely useful and required we must do. Not grab the bright stone. That's the bright stone. This far up to the north than west is an important plot point we read about earlier. About 1 or 2 videos ago. Am I a vampire? Because my reflection didn't show up, and once again, I had to be silent because I was in the Silence Terrorist. Not to be confused with the Silence Terrorist. Yes, the Moonblade. Unfortunately not any longer than any other swords. Pardon me. I heard in the original game, the one on the X68K, that's the name of the computer system this game was originally on, you fought enemies by bumping into them, just like Ys. Which honestly probably would have been a better fighting system. Instead of having to judge your distance and hit him from about 1 foot away with your butter knife. I've had so many people call this a butter knife, and they're right. Do you know what's to my left though? An elixir. Thank goodness for that. There are several more treasures on this floor, so I should definitely get them. On the 4th floor, the purple floor, with the green knights. They aren't the knights who say "nee," they are the knights who say "nay." They're horse knights. No, they aren't. That's a giant enemy crab. I should probably hit its weak point for massive damage. Also, I'm still getting hurt pretty badly. And not just because I'm underleveled. Wouldn't it be nice if there are some other pieces of armor to help me out? Well, I think I can refill my own request in about 30 seconds. Also, creepy pillars are creepy. Also, 250 experience for those easily beaten green knights. I'll be getting a few levels from them off camera. But on camera, I'm gonna avoid crabs because nobody likes crabs. And get the ultimate shield. The moon shield. That sounds fantastic. Which makes you think, could there be moon armor? Well, absolutely freaking literally. It might be a little bit before we get to it though. So if I keep going this way, I'll end up nowhere. Just long corridors of mostly nothing. But at least there are enemies that give out decent experience. And by decent, I mean good experience. And don't run everywhere finicky ninicky. Like those stupid phoenix birds. Green is said to be magical. I could argue the case for any other color as well. What about the crab though? Does a crab give you good experience for moving around in a somewhat random pattern? By somewhat I mean yes. That was 300 experience, wasn't it? Maybe 200. I'll have yellow text below. Correct me if necessary. Also, those pillars are freaking me out, man. Hey, I should use my new magic, shouldn't I? The wonderful Thunder Crystal. With Thunderballs. A homing attack, which I've been desperately needing. Thunderbolts and explosions. So let's start out with the basics. Thunderball. No damage and a lot of magic points to use. Worthless. Homing Thunder. If it's 3 of the same thing, I'm going to be unhappy. I am unhappy. Maybe the enemy is just resistant to the thunder. Possibly. And give me a second here to recharge. 1 quick second. Okay, there we go. Hey enemy, where are you? Hey crab. Do you like thunderbolts? It's like Firefall. a fair amount of damage. And if you're tired of seeing my buddy the dragon, well, apparently our friend here is completely immune to it. And of course, last but certainly not, actually it is the least, or last, yes, but probably most expensive, thunder explosion. Hey, crab. Pretty powerful. 80 magic points. Hey, remember that cliff we couldn't jump earlier? This is the other side of it. And for a reward, a ring I could have used a long time ago. A curing ring to restore my hit points. But there's one more thing I still need. The moon armor. But I can't get that till I'm on the 5th floor. And, well, there's a princess I have to save here on the 4th floor. Oh, apparently you're immune to thunder as well. So I could look for his weakness, or I could just keep using my sword in timely, rhythmic patterns. And maybe use my magic for something more useful, like healing myself. Even though if you technically think about it, it's just another thing to make me wait around while my stats restore themselves. But wow, that is extremely fast curing. And magic goes down at about the same rate all the other rings. So I only have to unequip it and de-equip it several times during a boss battle. And it'll be super effective. And after a few turns and twists, we'll finally save the princess! I think. I am 80% sure of it. Does that 80% factor in how many times I'm going to die? Nope.